Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy November. If you are new here, my name is Ella. I create motherhood content here on YouTube, and today we are diving into what my toddler eats in a day. My daughter Aviana is 20 months old, and we are extremely blessed because this girl eats so good. She's not a picky eater. She loves her vegetables, and overall, we really don't have an issue feeding her. As a parent, it's really hard to give kids a balanced, nutritious meals throughout the day, and we are lucky that Avi likes all of her food groups. There are some days that she is a little bit more selective than others. So today we are going to run through what she ate for all 3 meals, including her snack. So let's dive right in. In the morning, we try to start the day with a pretty balanced breakfast. For this breakfast, I decided to do a bowl of oatmeal. I just chopped up some nice Honeycrisp apples, and I just stir that into the hot oatmeal to kind of soften them slightly. I just splash a little bit of whole milk right on the top, and then it's just some fresh sliced banana. As you can see, she did a pretty good number on this right here. Bring it back though, because she went and finished the rest of it. Normally she eats her breakfast at like 9 o'clock in the morning. She wakes up around 8. She likes a morning milk, but she sometimes decides to not have one. So I'll give her just a little bit of water when she wakes up. I find that a morning snack for her is just not the thing because she does go down for a nap at 12 o'clock. So I like to give her lunch around 11:30. I had some leftover chicken pot pie casserole that I had made the night before for dinner. I will link it in the description box below. It feeds so many meals and it is affordable and delicious. Why is she so cute?
Yum, 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 yum.
I saw she was still a little bit hungry. I went ahead and gave her a few Ritz crackers. They are the whole wheat ones, which I just think are a less offensive version than the original. All right, y'all, so for dinner, I have been so craving a charcuterie board. I don't know why, but every time around the fall, I'm just like, I need me some meats, cheeses, and some like great dips and honeys, and I just want all of the things. So I decided to go to my local market and pick up some cheese samples. We have a specialty market around us and it carries all of these really good cheeses. It is our go-to spot for anytime we do a charcuterie board for the family. They have recently introduced a little basket with sample cheeses. So they cut up all of these other cheeses and make little mini wedges, and they are for sale for like $1.50, $2, some are like $3, but it's perfect for 2 people. So we end up buying just like a handful of those, and then it doesn't overcommit us with all these other cheeses. I did go ahead and splurge on a really good cheese called Vampire Slayer, which if you have not heard of it, I will actually link it below. It is beyond good. And then I just had some fruits at home already, and I have a lot of dips. I have a lot of mustards and I have truffle honey, but we did some really delicious things off of the Mediterranean olive bar, and this is what we came up with. I made Avi a mini version for herself. That was a delicious dinner. She did go down with a milk like an hour after that, but she was really enjoying that dinner. I'm really thankful that she is this easy to feed, but every day tends to look a little differently. Providing a variety of different meals really helps ensure that she has a taste that is enjoyable to her. And mom hack for you people that are trying to figure out how to introduce new foods to your babes. I will say one of the best things that I have done and still do to this day, if I'm reintroducing something that she hasn't had in a while, make sure you are pairing it with foods that they already really love. There are times that I know she doesn't love like bell peppers as much as, broccoli, but I will give her a variety of things. So like I would do a stir fry that night and include peppers and onions in with the broccoli and just make sure that she has all options on her plate. Your child will for sure go for their favorite thing first, but giving them the option of trying something new with something that they already like ensures that they are going to eat their vegetables and that they have the option to explore a little further. You'd be surprised, but normally after your child eats all the things they like, they go ahead and try those other foods. Avi will always eat her favorites first, but she does end up usually clearing her plate, even if it's something like peppers. Another tip I would say is if your child doesn't like something, continue to try to introduce it in different ways. Aviana wasn't the biggest fan of eggs when she was younger, and still to this day, not an egg girl. I do try to reintroduce it every couple of weeks just to see if her palate has changed. But the normal rule of thumb is it takes your taste buds almost 5 different times to expose itself to a flavor to decide whether it's liked it or not. So for me, growing up, my mom used to always make us try something a few times before we just dismissed it. And to be honest, I have installed that principle in with the way I feed Avi, and I have found that after like 3 or 4 times of something, if she doesn't like it, it's probably because she doesn't like it. But there are times that after 3 or 4 times of just kind of like tasting it and spitting it out, that she actually will eat it and really enjoy it. One of those foods for us was green beans. At first, green beans were just not her thing. She was like, I am unsure of this. And I just kept putting it on the plate. And I would put like 2 or 3. I wouldn't force her to eat it. I wouldn't ever be upset if she didn't eat it. I would never try to force feed her. And by doing that and just letting it continuously be on the plate, it intrigued her as to why it was always still there. So hang in there, moms. Keep introducing it. Don't worry about if your little one isn't the biggest fan. Just because they don't like something once doesn't mean that you can lose hope on it. They will like it at some point in the future. When it comes to feeding, the way that I introduced Avi was not just straight baby-led weaning and not straight purees. The company that I ended up using to help guide me through Avi's feeding journey is called Happy Healthy Eaters. They are Canadian-based dietitians and nutritionists that are 2 moms. And for me, that was just so comforting to know that these are also people who have children. They have a true understanding of the hands-on approach of what that looks like for us moms. I am going to link their website below. The other thing that I really love about this company is that they are interactive. So there are times that I can go back and forth with them on Instagram and just say like, hey, I'm having an issue with this. What do you recommend? And they get back to you. So that's a really comforting feeling knowing that you have that reach out as an additional resource, since it can be such a confusing process. I will say by doing this guided program for feeding, my daughter has very few things that she won't eat. She has been exposed to spices, has been exposed to all different textures, flavors, and she is not shy to sit down at the table and eat just what everyone else is eating. Just really incorporating her in whatever we are eating was a really big deal for us because moms, you don't have time to make 2 meals. If you do, by all means, that's amazing. But I just found that giving our daughter what we were eating modeled the foods that we were eating that she also wanted to eat. So monkey see, monkey do. She sees us eating all of those good nutritious foods. She also wants to partake in that. That pretty much wraps up this video for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked this content today, don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe. I would love to have you here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye guys.